What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? So there's no easy way to say this. This video is going to hurt a few people's feelings, so let's get into it. I came across a few posts and I was actually pulled into a few conversations. I even had a few DMs hit me and ask me questions on vaccinations. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not someone who's going to tell you don't take any vaccinations. I'm not a pro-vaxxer. I'm not someone who's going to tell you to take all the vaccinations. I am a medical student and a medical professional by trade. That is not the genre of field that I operate in currently, but I do have an associate's degree as a medical administrator, and I am currently certified as a medical assistant. I only put that out there to validate what I'm about to say to you now. As a medical assistant, I am not qualified to tell anybody about their standard of care. I'm not allowed to tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what's best for you. Almost all of my answers will always be check with your primary care provider. And that is what everybody should be telling you when it comes to vaccines. Nobody should be sitting there telling you to load your body up with every single vaccination that is out there. And nobody should be telling you that you should never, ever take a vaccine either, unless they are a licensed, trained, certified, educated primary care provider. Even nurses who are registered nurses or licensed vocational nurses are limited in their scope on what they can tell you about that. I'm going to get more deeper into why this angers me, right? But let's clarify that right now. I've taken some vaccinations and I've denied others. Some of them my doctor has told me that I should take. And after having a further discussion, we both agree that, you know what, maybe I should wait. And some of them my doctors told me I should take and I take right away. I've taken vaccines and I've denied vaccines because healthcare is a tailor fit. It is a personal journey. It is not something that you should look to this person and be like, oh, that's working for them, let me do it. Or you should look to that person or look to this fad or this trend or anything like that. It's something that you need to take into your own hands, do the research for, and adjust when necessary the decisions that you make. It's not going to be, oh, answer A, answer B, and then continue with answer B. You might pick C and might realize that you need to go back to A. You might start on A, go to D, and realize that you need to go to E. You know, healthcare is personal, and people need to stop being lazy when it comes to healthcare and thinking that one answer is going to fit for all of the billions of people that we have on this planet. Our genetic makeup is completely different from each other, so why would the answer be exactly the same for everyone? So, this is why this upsets me as a motivational speaker. This is why I'm making a video on it. The same people who want to tell you that, oh, you should take all the vaccinations, or the same people who tell you you shouldn't take any, are the same exact people who are lazy in their goals, who want to tell you that, well, I just gave up because I've been trying everything and it doesn't work. And then you find out they've only really been trying one or two things, and those one or two things didn't work, and it didn't come easy to them, so they gave up on their dream, so they want you to too. See, the thing is, when it comes to vaccinations, when it comes to medication, when it comes to treatment and everything, the one thing nobody wants to talk about is your actual health. What you're putting into your body every single day. What do you eat? What does your nutrition look like? Not a diet. What does your nutrition look like? What does your water intake look like? And here's the big one right here, especially in America. How much are you exercising? Oh, now when I talk about you should be exercising at least 20 minutes every day, now you want to stop talking. Now you want to stop listening. Now you want to label me an anti-vaxxer or a pro-vaxxer. Now you want to label me as something. You should label me as somebody who's not going to take the easy way out. You should label me as someone who's not going to just treat the symptoms. I want to treat the disease. And the disease is a mindset that thinks that you can just press a button and fix your damn problems. It's not like that. You want to fix your health? Start by moving every day. Start by making sure that 24 hours out of the day, that for that entire 24 hours, for at least 30 minutes of it, that you're doing some type of cardiovascular exercise. Stop by putting down the soda, putting down the tea, putting down the coffee, putting down the energy drinks, and drinking a gallon of water every day. Why don't you start with that and see how that improves your health? Same thing when it comes to your goals. This person is the reason I'm not successful. That person, this system, this group of people, this law. It's funny because every single excuse that anyone has for why they're not successful, there's another person who has the same circumstances as them, but they are successful. See, me as a man, when I see something like that, when I see somebody else who's successful under the same circumstances as me, it tells me that it's possible, that I'm going to try until I realize that it's not. It's not going to be, oh, well, he had it special. He cheated. If that's what comes out of it, if that's what we discover, fine. Let's go with that. But it's not going to be the first thing that pops into my head is that this one size fits all, this one solution. The most dangerous thing, the most contagious thing is a mindset, is an idea. It will spread and infect like a wild disease. It's the same thing when it comes to Republican and Democrat. It's the same thing when it comes to pro-vaxxer versus anti-vaxxer. They want to divide you. They want to categorize you. That's why when you ask me, I say I vote bipartisan. That's when you ask me about vaccinations, I tell you, go check with your primary care provider, because that's what the commercials should be saying. They shouldn't be saying, go get your vaccination today. Then you get it and you have a side effect because you didn't check with your primary care provider. Then you have other people, well, inside the vaccinations, there's ways for them to track you. Then you don't get it and now you get sick from a disease because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing when it comes to these vaccinations. They were not designed for everybody to take them. They were not designed for nobody to take them. They were designed to be administered by a primary care provider. And let me get into a little bit of that, but while I still have some time too. Don't be lazy about picking a primary care provider. Take your destiny and your fate into your own hand. This is your health. This is your life. And if you're a parent, this is your health and your life that your kids are going to need you around to help raise them. So why would you just say, oh, I'm just going to put it in Dr. Such and Such's hands. I'm just going to let nurse such and such make the decision. They're making the same. They're not just making, if you're a parent, you're not just making a decision for you. They're making a decision for all of your loved ones, all of your children, everyone around you. That's the decision that you're making. That's the burden that you carry. That's the responsibility that you have. And it's the same exact thing when it comes to your goals. You shouldn't be picky. You shouldn't be accepting of just anybody telling you what to do, including me. If you hear something that doesn't work, that I'm telling you, go find a motivational speaker, go find a mentor who does have the right answers, who does have tools that you can use. You do not have to listen to everything I'm saying. I'm telling you, and I say this all the time, what worked for me, what was beneficial for me, what helped me. Now, hopefully it'll help someone else out there. That's the only reason I share it, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are in my same shoes. But I'm not trying to convince anyone. I'm not trying to recruit anyone. At the end of the day, I'm only trying to help you. If you're looking for an answer, if you're asking me a question, then I'm here to answer it. And hopefully that helps someone out there. Again, the primary message of this video is do not be lazy when it comes to decisions in your life. You owe yourself a responsibility. You owe everyone around you responsibility. You owe the world a responsibility to seek out the research, to do the due diligence, to make sure that you're making the right decisions for your health. And that goes for mental, physical, and spiritual. Guys, I hope that this video reaches you in good energy. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. And I want to thank everyone out there for watching this video. Please, please, please take care of one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. And please, guys, be kind to one another. All right, guys. Endure, believe, rise.